Yeah, what's the deal with it? Hey, it's your boy Klasic from Classic Live. I got the homie OG Corn Dog in the building right now. Hey, if y'all don't know what to do, this is what y'all should do. Hit that like and subscribe to this channel, man. If you're on a different platform, hit that retweet, hit that heart, do whatever you got to do to show your support, man. Now, we got a crazy episode that's going on today. We got the whole situation going on with Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. He cheated, she cheated, and now they got this whole movement of the cheat first bull-ish going on. Like that's wild. But we got Whack 100. He's been going off on No Jumper, and he got some other stuff going off, man. So, hey, before we get all into all this stuff, man, what's your thoughts about this whole Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion situation, brother?
Yo, I ain't really got deep into the story, but I can give some life experience advice on that for sure. You know what I mean? Like, how long they been together?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. They ain't been together longer than a year. It's been probably, let's say, like 4 months. What's up? Wait. First of all,
Oh,
shout out to Latrice. We got BBL Latrice in the building. We
what
got
up?
Mikey in the building.
What up, yo?
We got D Love in the building. What's up? What's
D
up? What's up?
Love?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
yeah. Now proceed to what you were saying, homie.
Like I said, I don't know the whole perspective on, the outcome, but like I said, life experience things. And you said maybe what, 4 months into the relationship, right? So that's all
Yeah.
brand new. That's like brand new. You know what I'm saying? Not even made it to the honeymoon.
No,
The honeymoon,
sir.
the honeymoon is the whole year anniversary. That's the honeymoon year. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't made it there, but the point is, it's like I think maybe she might have shown her true colors one day because it's a new relationship. You don't ever want to just get out there and just show your true self. And maybe one day she showed us her true self, and then he was like, I'm about to get on this Instagram and do what it do what I've been doing. Matter of fact, I'm not down with this marriage stuff and being single. And eh, he just had an epiphany, like, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. See you later. I'm about to go do what I was doing before because I was having fun before. I'm not having fun now. So, but who knows what's going on with that? But, you know, they're trying to say he cheated first. You know what I'm saying? All that. But, like he had the epiphany, maybe. I don't know. Men have those epiphanies like that. But this thing about with Meg Thee Stallion, did she put a tweet out something like that? Like, yo,
Oh yeah.
cheat on your man. Did she say that? To go cheat tonight or cheat on your
No,
man
no, no,
first?
no,
Or...
no, no, no. That's some people that's living vicariously through Meg Thee Stallion, and it's crazy because it's funny that a lot of these chicks out here, we can't say all of them, but it's funny that a lot of these chicks, like damn near, like if Meg Thee Stallion came out there and said, "Hey, cook your man a dinner" and all this other stuff, they'll be criticizing her up the wazoo. But now that people are seeing that she got cheated on, now they're saying, "Hey, we need to go out there and cheat first." There's so much dysfunction out there, and people are so willing to get behind it. That shit is crazy, bro. Like, and I don't even want to get on the fact of Meg Thee Stallion. She's been with, they said allegedly, Michael Beasley, Trey Songz, some African guy, Tory Lanez. Did I say that already? Partisan Fontaine.
yeah.
It's damn near like 10 people. Torrey Craig, a basketball player.
Party of what's that party or something? I
No,
forgot the motherfucker.
Partisan Fontaine or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yo,
Yeah. And all of this has been happening within a span of a couple of years. So, like you said, I think he kind of got a little bit of that hot girl summer mentality, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, like
what
I'm
about the
not with
fact
all
that
that."
she loves social media and she want to post everything to social media? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he
Yeah.
wasn't feeling that right there.
Yeah. A lot of people
You
are not
know,
feeling that because some people are more private. Just because they're a public figure don't mean that they want to, share what they have for dinner to
right,
everybody and
right.
stuff. So, damn, I'm looking for this post that somebody had a list of like all the people that she was with. Um, hey, question. So for those that say, you know, they will get on the fact that if a dude was with a lot of chicks, it's okay. If a female is with a lot of chicks, it's not okay. So, what are your thoughts about the differences, or I guess the hypocrisy of when it comes to men dating and women dating? Do you believe that women could do the same thing?
No, 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 no. You can't. I mean, my take on that would be like, it's gonna turn into something else. You know what I mean? Quickly. You know what I mean? So my take on
Kevin,
that
is
is
that
like,
you?
I mean, we're men. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We shoot out. Okay, let's put it in that perspective. Okay, we shoot out. So they getting shot up. The club getting shot up. Boom, 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 boom. And if the club gets shot up like 100 to 500 times, hey, the man gonna be like, he gonna know automatically the club been shot up too many times. And most men don't want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hire security, you gotta call the police. You know what I'm saying? The club done been shot up too many times. So, like I said, we shoot out. It's nothing we got nothing to worry about. You know what I mean?
Man,
We shooting out. So I'm just putting it in that perspective like that to be on the the G rated part or PG rated. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It is a difference, and I'm sure it's a lot of women out there that probably feel the same way that I do. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's not cool, man. You can't get a man like that. You can't. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. Especially if
man,
they know your track history. It's supposed to be a mystery, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're
yeah,
not supposed to know that right away. That man knew right away. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he started dating, oh my, oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all there for him. All the information is right there. You say, I'm about to look up who she all the history of all the men she been with. What you think that nigga did? You know what I'm saying? So,
man. Hey, now I came across a picture. Now they said, okay, Klay Thompson, Tory Lanez, Lukaku, that's like a soccer player, the baby, Burner Boy, Meek Mills, G Easy, Partisan Fontaine, Moneybag Yo. So that's at least like what 8 or 9 people within the
that we
span
know
of
of.
that we know of within a couple of years and stuff. So back to this whole box situation. Hey, man, I remember like I was having a discussion with like one of my exes and stuff, and her mom like chimed in and shit. And she was talking about, uh no guys packing what a baby is packing. We got babies coming out of there. But I'm like, at the same time, if that's the case, you're still gonna have to get some type of surgery. You do not snap back like that, like how you was before. So, I think that's kind of like giving an excuse just to say you can kind of do whatever guys do.
Well, they can naturally have it snap back too. And that's called celibacy. You know what I'm saying? You got to stop. It's got to shrink. It's got to go back to the way it was. And that's true, bro. And that's real. I'm like, I know. That's for sure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the other way of doing it. Hey, like you said, the surgery, that's the fast way of doing it. But, the natural is the best from a man's point of view. So,
Yeah. Hey, we got a couple all right, D-Love said not many people are solid anymore. Yeah, I agree with that. Like with social media, relationships kind of like on some microwave phase. It's like, yep, here today, gone tomorrow. What's up, Monkey Bot? Monkey Bot in the
What up,
building.
Monkey Bot?
D Love got the palm of the head. She said two wrongs don't make a right. Okay, yeah, I feel her on that.
Yeah.
BBL Latrice said it's a list of them talking about the men that she been with. You know, we got Barbara J in the building,
What up,
listening and
Barb?
driving. What else? And then D Love said that's not how that works. It's abuse it and lose it. So if you abuse the box, you lose the grip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. A lot of women would like they just want to have their cake and eat it too, and they would say that it's honestly at the end of the day, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they clubs get shot up, we do
You
the
can tell.
shooting.
You can tell.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't believe that a guy with 100 bodies and a female with 100 bodies. I don't think is necessarily the same. On top of the fact that women are the ones that's going to most likely get left with the child, so that decision is up to them. You know, if they're dealing with somebody that's irresponsible and rah rah rah, hit that mug up. So, it is what it is.
Huh.
Yeah, man. But
no, I'm just saying, like, what made Klay come to that decision? Because he made the decision to end it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't up to her. So, maybe
let's just
possibly.
Keep it let's keep it 100, man. Meg Thee Stallion, she's not one of those. She don't seem like a feminine ass chick. Yeah, she looks nice. She looks attractive. But she had this whole hot girl image and this boss chick. She can do whatever type she want to do type shit. Like, some of that stuff can be a facade. Hey, Cardi B was the main one on the WAP song talking about I don't cook, I don't clean, but I got this ring. And then, Offset was showing that she was cooking and cleaning in the house. So we do know some of this stuff is for, image wise, but at the same time, some of the shit is true to who they are. It's just more amplified. So, I don't know. She don't seem like the type. And the crazy part about it, like all these other situations that she been with different people, it don't seem like they last very long. And
right, that part.
If you go back to that whole Tory Lane situation with the pow pow, they were saying that she was like hella drunk. So she possibly have an alcohol issue. And if you're an alcoholic, then that definitely could be a drag on the situation on your relationship.
I never thought that. I never thought about that part right there. It's like to bring that together.
That last night. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's on too many sorry that you're gonna
right. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you're gonna have to change this shit. And yeah, like you're very right, bro. Like, it's a mystery why this didn't last long. And it's funny that, like, I like to see like a lot of these relationships and how people in the public deal with this. Like, the same thing with Cardi B when she left from Offset and got with Stephon Diggs. Oh yeah, girl, do you? That's what you get. Yeah, girl. But then less than a year, she's knocked up, pregnant, and this nigga got 3 or 4 other females pregnant, and then now he's gone. So the same people with Krishan Rock. I smoked, I drank when I had a baby. Now look at the baby now.
You know what? I was having this discussion with my girl earlier today and shit. And I said, why are they so hungry and thirsty to go run to another celebrity just for the access or the status or, to be in the end now? You know what I'm saying? Where they could just go find an average Joe, probably got the same amount of money. Nobody knows who the hell he is. And he treats you like a true queen. I said, what's up with that? Why they got to go run to this celebrity couple thing like it's some type of power play? Forget about all that. Go out there and make yourself happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't need to go out there just because you're a celebrity and you need to find another celebrity, because you got to go find a celebrity that's on your level. And if you did that, you're probably not gonna like that dude because he on your level. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hey, go find an average Joe somewhere, bring him in, make yourself happy. That's how I see it. Don't force the play. You don't want to get up in there trying to force it because he's a celebrity and you think of this and that and it might work out. Nah, you're gonna know if it's gonna work out or not when you in that, that stage. And then if they would have got past this part, because they didn't even got to 6 months. Nah.
Nah,
Oh, see,
that's what I'm saying. I don't even think it's been 5 months. I really think it's been 4 months. But we could say 5 months just to be, on the lenient side. But it didn't last long, bro.
yeah. See, not even you didn't even make it out of the honeymoon phase. You know what I mean? And when you make it out of the honeymoon phase, then that's you can start thinking about maybe, marriage, kids, and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And start locking it in that way. You know what I mean? But early in the relationship, get to know whoever the hell you dealing with.
I'm not gonna lie, it seemed like they was moving kind of fast too. Like I don't think
Right.
they was talking about engagement. I could be wrong, but
I don't think so either.
yeah, I did see some stuff where they showering each other with gifts and stuff like that. Hey, if that was a dude, they'll most likely say, "Oh, he's love bombing a person and stuff." But she was giving him gifts and all this other stuff, and it, like you said, it was a lot of stuff that was public. That to be honest with you, I never knew of Klay in any previous relationships always posting stuff on social media, but it was a big deal. She was cooking him spaghetti. It was a big deal that she made Thanksgiving dinner. And, like all this stuff that had to be publicized for somebody that could have been private. So,
And whose
that
decision was that? Did they
her.
both come to that decision?
I'm pretty sure it was hers.
Right.
She always been on social media broadcasting her relationships. So I don't
Yeah.
know if they're doing that just for what's that when you getting your fan base to be convinced that, oh yeah, you're happy, or just the praise and all that stuff from being in relationships. Because honestly, like that is a new social media type of thing. People do attach themselves to storylines. So if you have a successful relationship, people like to live vicariously through that, to where it's like, yeah, they're so cute together. I'll tune in to watch what they got going on because I wish I had that. So a lot of these relationships be really fake. Like D Love said, part of this I think is because social media influence on people. Just be in your relationship, in my opinion. Hey, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the reason why couple channels on YouTube, the relationship channels, they blow up and shit like that, and people be so invested with, oh my god, they broke up or they did this. A lot of people, like, I guess parasocial is the terminology. Like, people be developing parasocial relationships with people that they don't even know. So it's like social media really amplified the fact that you have to have a happy, successful relationship just to be living a good life. Like honestly, like you could be living a good life by yourself. Like it's good to have a partner, but sometimes people overdo it with social media. D Love said, in taking social media advice, yeah, that's the worst thing. Oh, if I got 10 people say I need to dump them, I'm about to dump them, girl. Like, what type of shit is that?
Exactly.
like
man, she just did. Go out there and go cheat on your man. Huh?
Man, I swear, bro.
Hey, it's probably some women out there doing that right now just because she said that.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, hey, wait. D Love also said, and the people giving it don't have nothing popping in real life. Hey, I was just about to say, it's just the whole what's that? The mind frame of miserable people going to keep other people miserable, or single people keep other people single and shit. And
that's
what it kind of
misery
look like,
loves
bro.
company.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it's stupid. We had to cover it though because everybody talking about this shit. It's crazy that that they had this microwave relationship, but that's relationships in
Uh,
the social media era nowadays. They don't last long. Like the longest lasting social media relationship is Beyonce and Jay-Z, I guess. And people still take shots at that. You know, they saying
oh
that
yeah,
he's cheating on her and X, Y, and Z. So it's just
something
like,
going on.
yeah, it ain't one of them situations of where everything is peaches and cream and stuff like
Oh
that.
no, no.
And that's the problem with social media. Everybody show their highlights, but they don't show their lowlights. You know, and we all have our ups and downs, even in
Right,
relationships.
right.
You know, on to that shit, man. But yeah, what's going on with Whack 100, bro?
Yeah, what's up with him, man? He losing his cool, man.
Yeah,
I figured it was gonna happen sooner or later.
I seen it was on No Jumper, and then he got at some dude named Moose Man or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Moose Man, new cat over there, no jumper, coming out of
Yeah,
Sacramento. Uh, yeah, he was on his head, and he was popping his shit. Letting him know, like, yo, I ain't scared of you, whatever. It's gonna pop off like that, and I don't know. It seemed like it was a setup. Adam.
yeah,
Adam. He loves the drama. If he ain't got no drama, he gonna create the drama, and that's exactly what he did.
that
He
part.
brought. They had. I don't know if it was. It had to be the Adam and Wack show. That's the only time Wack is there and shit. And I think it was somebody else on there with him at that time. But Moose Man popped up in the building. Got to sitting down. They gave him a mic. They had a stare down. You know what I'm saying? Wack like, I ain't feeling how you staring at me. You know what I'm saying? And shit escalated from there. You know what I mean? Yeah. The man almost lost his cool. I wanted to see it happen. Go ahead, lose your cool. But you know what happened? Grown man got to thinking. He was like, there's going to be some repercussions that I might have to pay. Definitely consequences if I get off. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, from the clips that I saw, well, to go back a little bit further, like I don't know if Adam actually set him up, but I would say that it could have been a possible play that
Bro.
either Moose Man didn't know, but Wack and Adam they already knew. Like, hey,
There's
someone's up
talk.
here. Yeah,
There's talk. There's talk that Adam was like, yeah, I'm gonna bring you in here, and don't worry about it. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And he did get in between him and Moose Man. So I guess that was the talk that I heard, and yeah, it kind of looked like Adam punked him out. I'm sorry to say.
damn. Hey, it's not. They said you got an echo, bro.
My bad, but yeah, it
You,
looked
you
like
good now?
it looked like Adam punked him out.
Adam punked who out? Moose Man or oh no. You said
No,
Adam punked
Wack.
what? Wack?
Adam looked
Oh
like
shit.
It looked like Adam Punk Whack out the way I seen it. Basically was like, yo, man, hey, hey, you can't be violent. No, we can't have this. No, you're not gonna do this. No, you're not gonna hit me. No, you're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, well, no, you have to leave. He doesn't have to leave, you do. But it's the Adam and White show. He told him to leave on his own show. Oh shit. Somebody just got punked.
He got played on that one. Hey, D-Love said it need to be over like yesterday, in my opinion. Like a lot of people do not like, No Jumper. Like him and Vlad, those are two platforms that a lot of people seem to be getting caught up on. It's a lot of raccoonery going on to where it's like, yeah, bro, it's nothing but just bullshit.
It's drama, bro. Drama.
That part. D-Love said, shaking my head, how he put him out his own house. Hey, because
that's what I'm saying.
It ain't his house. Apparently, it's
right.
the
that's
white
true.
Man, the white TV.
Yeah, that's true. But still, it's their show. It's their show. Hey, it's like, yo, He's like, yo, he got to get the hell out. He said, no, you got to leave. Like, whoa. He said, why I got to leave? He said, because you're the one trying to get violent. You know, so,
Man.
mm,
Hey, I seen
mm.
something a little bit earlier. Speaking of being violent and stuff, allegedly or apparently, Rick Ross gave a warning to Whack 100 and saying them Hoovers is on his heels.
Hey, man. I don't know. Is it something like that? Whack, you know him. He talking about he exposing people. You know what I'm saying? I had this conversation with you before, man. Is this called exposing or is it snitching? But you call it what you want. It's all content, I guess. But
Snitching, snitch.
but, but see, that's apparently what just happened right there. He did the same thing with one of our legendary street legends out there. You know what I'm saying? And say he did, a little snitching in here for this and for that. You know what I'm saying? But man,
Yeah.
come on, man. Why you gotta do that? I don't like that shit right there, bro. I'm sorry, man. I don't like that, bro. You a nigga from the street. Why the nigga? So what, nigga? So we didn't know about it. We didn't know about it. Yo, quiet as kept, bro. We don't want to know about it. You want to throw that out there like that, bro? Hey, you doing this to other members? I ain't gonna say members because he's not a member like that, but that nigga had members working for him, so you might as well call him a member, the top member. You know what I'm saying? So, what are you doing? Why you out here? That shit snitching, bro. Period. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, nigga. Talking about exposing. Talking about you exposing other members, bro. You snitching. It's not called exposing. Let's call it what it is, man. You snitching on niggas. Period.
Hey, don't you find it crazy? We seen Adam fight Jason Love, the dude that was poking his wife. You feel me? So how you gonna let Adam tell you you're not gonna do anything? You're not gonna punch me. Adam cannot fight, bro.
Well, you know that.
Yeah, so it's like, how the hell? D-Love said Adam ran all of them. Well, Adam run all of them, and I don't like to see that. Yeah.
Yo. Oh, that's what it was I was telling you about. On Back on Fig, they called him up live, T-Real and Smack.
Yeah.
And he said, I'd have knocked Adam ass out. He said that.
I'm telling you.
He said he all in the way, but see how he talking? Like Adam, when he hears shit like that, dude, he's like, I think I'm gonna have to do a DJ Vlad, Ari Spears move. Let me get him out of here.
Hey, when one person really pressed him, that nigga King Pill, this nigga wasn't getting paid properly, and he got mad about that shit. Adam had to fill out the burner.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna, like, if anything, he's gonna try to protect himself. If you don't have his shit on him, he's gonna try to sue. Like, so, Adam, he isn't that guy that's built like that. Like,
yeah, he's gonna let you hit him.
Yeah, of course. So he can sue. So
no, it's not the sue.
Oh yeah,
it's the views. Yeah, the drama. He wants the drama. He loves the drama.
Shit. Hey, D-Love said, "Yep, that's it. That's all." OG Corn Dog, it's snitching. So she agreed that Wacko is over there snitching, bro. And she also said Adam be degrading men. Adam be degrading black men. I don't like that. Yeah. The crazy part about it is like he do that, but you can only do what you allow people to do to you. So if these people feel like they need the money that bad that they'll let him do whatever the fuck it is, then maybe they should kind of, either check him or don't participate in that type of shit. Then you won't be used as a pawn.
Hey, man, I've been checking in with Ed Hefe.
Yeah.
And I've been looking at his channels and I'm looking at the titles on the channels. And I'm like, yo, is there some kind of beef going on between him and Adam? Because the way he laying out these titles is like, yo, this seems like there's some kind of animosity going on right there, bro. Just from the title, I'm like, yo, what's going on? You still work there? What the hell?
Hey, he probably tired. He probably seeing the plays that's being made, and he's not feeling that shit.
Yeah, man. Wrong nigga to be fucking with right there.
Man, that's
He a
funny.
true one. I like his style, like how he stay quiet about shit. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
watches. He's very careful, dude. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Hey, he watches subjects and topics that they be talking about, and he sit back and he like no input on it. You know what I'm saying? And I like how he do that. You know what I'm saying? Quiet as kept. Got nothing to say on that. If something's good for me to talk about, I'm gonna bring my take. But yo, I like how he handling his because he not slipping up. You know what I mean? Can't be talking too much when it come to that. That life. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't for
Exactly.
that shit ain't for the street. Ain't for the internet. Ain't for nobody else's ears. Before your circle.
Hey, just because a conversation is going on, don't mean that you always have to chime in. You can
That's
just let
right.
certain things go by, and hey, it is what it is. You don't always have to overstep your boundaries, always involve yourself in shit because that's how you
Right.
get caught up in shit. I ain't say
Right.
shit, so you can't say nothing. You feel me? So yeah,
Yeah.
salute the young at Hefe. Hey, we need to get him on this episode or on the next episode or
Oh.
something. I'm gonna reach out to homie
Oh.
and
Pull
stuff,
up,
man.
man. Pull up, man.
Yeah,
Let's chop it up.
man. Let's check this video out by I guess we got that dude Flacco in the building to where it says
Okay.
Rick Ross warned Whack 100 the Hoovers will hurt him if he don't stop. Now,
Mm.
hey, that's some choice words right there. Let me share this screen. Yeah, Whack better slow down,
uh,
man.
yeah, you better slow down. That's a
Pumping
boss. That's
brakes,
a real boss right there, bro. Fuck what
man.
you talking about.
Hell yeah. So let's get it, man.
Freeway Rick Ross did a Vlad TV interview recently, and during this interview, he subtly threatened Whack 100, right? Like subtly. Now, Whack 100 was told about this when he came and did his Vlad TV interview. Vlad told him, hey, yo, Freeway Rick said this about you when he was here. What's your take on it? Now, Whack went off. Whack crashed out because this is not the first time that Freeway has subtly threatened Whack. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is going to be every day on Kalshi. I check the weather
Hey,
app when I
D-Lo
wake
said,
up. And really
man.
all I do is I look at
I
what the
can't
highest
with
temperature is
Flacco
going to
lose
be for the day.
herself.
Then I go on
Yeah.
Kalshi and place a prediction on what I think the highest temperature is going to be for
He's
the day.
on his
I'll say
weight
probably
loss
7 out
journey.
of 10 times my weather prediction hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
if you want to get paid by predicting
He's slimming
weather
down,
on a daily
right?
basis, you could do so on Kalshi.
Yeah, that's what he
by
said,
clicking
but
the
I
link
don't
in
know,
my
bro.
description and downloading the app and using
That
code
That's
nigga
a
got some
negative.
big old
on your first
sofa
deposit.
thighs.
This time last year, Freeway Rick and Wack was on the phone, and he told Wack, "Hey, my people see you in Miami," sending a subtle threat towards Wack. And the reason why he was sending that subtle threat was because Wack released paperwork of Rick testifying or giving.
Hey, if y'all haven't seen them go back and forth, like it was like a year ago or whatever. But the one thing that kind of threw me off, this nigga Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, this dude straight said that if he said that they were lying when they said that smoking crack make crack babies, and crack don't affect women when they're carrying.
Oh
And
no.
when I heard that, I was like, oh hell no. Nah. And Whack 100
That's completely wrong.
Yeah, Whack 100. Like, I think he was saying that because that's what he was partaking in. So, you try to say that, oh, well, it wasn't that bad. And this, that, no, fuck no, fuck no. You don't have to do no research on that. You could just see that shit definitely have a lot of effects on a lot of the youth. And I think that's kind of like where they little back and forth been going on and shit, because I remember that shit. He was on the phone and they was going back and forth about that. So yeah, man, that shit is wild.
And if
on a drug dealer.
what I wanted to say is saying he thinks it's not real, but yeah. But if you ever really seen a crack baby, and when the crack baby grows up and it's still a crack baby, then you know what I'm talking about then.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
that, like I fuck with Rick Ross and everything, but it's like, yeah, bro, like that was a wild ass statement to make, bro, for real.
Yeah, man,
in
that's
Ohio.
crazy.
Now, it's no secret because Freeway Rick has testified on this before, and he has stated that the reason why he, I guess, told on the drug dealer in Ohio is because the drug dealer told on him first, which is not snitching. It essentially cancels itself out. But because of that threat, Wack was even more motivated to spread this paperwork to the world. So after the threat, all right, Wack took it upon himself to come back on the Adam and Wack show and have Adam read the paperwork.
I had to flip on him yesterday. He got out of line yesterday.
So not on Vlad, like you guys subsequently were talking about it?
600 recorded it. It's up on his page.
Okay.
600 recorded. Because he said some weird. He said, yeah, I see you're getting the pressure. My Zoe boys saw you in Miami and chased you down and you ran to the cops. I said, where? Miami. Nigga, I wasn't in no Miami.
Wait, that's what 600 said
No,
about
this
you?
is what Freeway Rick said.
Oh, okay.
I said, bro, you got to be the biggest boat. Now they got Wack sightings in Miami. I ain't been to Miami since I did the Danzig. I got to be with that Memorial Day or whatever that was. A couple months, right?
Talking too much.
We've been working this building and doing around here so much. So but Freeway Rick, he's harmless. He was never known for being like one of those dudes. But the crazy part about it, know me, bro. I was real passive with dudes.
Like he said that as if this nigga's the most feared nigga in LA or something. Like people look at Wack 100 as harmless. He just huff and puff on niggas that he know he can beat up.
No, I'm just saying, like, look, man. He's saying he's harmless. Okay. Today, we know his history. Okay. And you know his history. So do you think he was harmless during the time of his prime, man?
Not at all.
That man was a king. You understand what I'm saying?
He didn't have
to do anything. He didn't have to do anything but point fingers. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's all he had to do. He's saying now, yeah, he's harmless, but there's still loyalty to the game. Sorry. There's some still there. Hey, man, slow your roll. And niggas is probably the same age as your boy Wack and Freeway. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That right there.
Freeway probably a little older.
He a little older. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? That circle right there.
Yeah.
That circle. You know what I'm saying? There's still a generational circle right there. You know what I mean? So it's not cool to do that, bro. And especially if you're going to expose the man, bro. Like, why would you do that? That part right there baffles me, man. Like, I don't get that shit. Like, man, like you get off on that, bro. But hey, man, do your game. It's all content, right?
I'm about to say that's Wack being Wack, bro, for sure. D-Love said, "Yep, OG corn dog." She also said, "I see Wack got his wedding ring off."
What is that? The one from the chick that left him, or the one he engaged right now? Is he married to R&B? What the fuck?
If anything, I thought he was engaged to her, but we know his other chick left him. I guess that was his.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think R&B had him sleeping on his stomach, butt naked on Clubhouse.
3-finger Wack, that nigga. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna say it every time. It's all content, Wack. We love you, baby.
Now, this is what's weird. What's weird is I've always defended Freeway. If you Google Freeway Rick, snitch on police, it pops up. Wack 100 has always defended this. I don't care about that. We were running content, I believe, on the YouTube, the 100 Show channel on Big Meech. At the end of it, this is what's weird. Loose Cannon, right, says Freeway Rick's a snitch too. I say, bro, Freeway Rick ain't told on nobody. That's the police. I don't count that. Nah, he told on some dudes out of Ohio and some this, that. I said, you ain't got to work. I got it. He sends it. When he sends it to me, I read it. because we're all on the stream yard. It's like 10 of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Play solo.
This nigga Wack talk
and
too damn much.
And he got a team of exposers, you know what I'm saying, that's out there wanting to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, nigga, what the hell? What's that about?
That's the most street policey ass nigga I'd ever seen.
Man, what is that about?
D-Love said, okay, that explains no ring. Oh yeah, three finger whack, man. Yeah, that's his nickname, brother.
Stomach sleeper.
Hey, that's crazy. Like this nigga butt ass naked on the phone arguing with niggas like you gonna sex through. Like nigga,
on his stomach. Nah, nigga, I cannot lay on my stomach. It's gonna hurt my back, bro. I got back injuries and shit. That ain't gonna work ever. I don't think I ever slept like that, nigga. What the fuck? The fuck you doing, nigga?
That nigga's a whole different type of breed, bro.
That nigga comfortable with his legs up on his stomach.
Hey, let's keep it.
This is the first time I heard of this, right? Because it's freeway. I didn't even dig into it. I did some selective politicking things.
Some backstory here. The reason why they were even on the phone arguing is because him and Wack 100 had an argument on Vlad TV. So Vlad called Wack when he was there, and Wack essentially said the same thing he just said here about how some dude is telling him that you told in Ohio, and they had a back and forth. Now, Wack didn't really seem too committed to exposing him during that call. Wack was saying, hey, man, I heard this. I ain't really read it too much. But afterwards, because of that phone call they had where, like, you know, he's threatening Wack, Wack then had Adam read the paperwork. And I'll be real, I haven't seen the paperwork. I've never read it. But from what I hear, it's really bad. And, you know, this really, really, really pissed off Rick and people around him.
It been people on Clubhouse wanting to expose Freeway, and I wouldn't let it happen, right? So now I see Loose Cannon calls Freeway the other day. I see what Wack punk ass did to you. That ain't right. Bozo, you the one alerted us to the paperwork. I let it go. He called my bluff on Vlad. I'm a man with an ego. It's a lot of people looking. So we sent him his paperwork.
And how's the paperwork looking?
Oh, you want it? So he tells on the plug. He tells on the other people in the operation. These
the
are
paperwork looking?
LAPD.
You're saying this is all in his paperwork, clear as day. Like there's no debate to be had.
There's no motherfucking debate. Ain't no debate. You go, I put it in my story. You go to section 3. If you read going down, you're going to see he's telling.
In the defense case, Ross's attorney called Los Angeles Assistant U.S. Attorney Michael Emick, the prosecutor in the Big Spender trial, and elicited testimony about the nature of the case and the extent of Ross's cooperation. Ross's defense, however, focused on a claim of entrapment. Dr. Melvin Bouquet, Ross's former tennis coach, testified that Ross had complained that someone was harassing him to do a drug deal despite Ross's protest that he was no longer involved in the drug trade and he had gone straight. James Gallipu, a Los Angeles probation officer who had worked with Ross on anti-gang projects, testified that Ross was addicted to the drug business and was very vulnerable after his release from jail. Ross's girlfriend, Marilyn Stubblefield, testified that Blandon and his wife had made frequent calls to Ross. Okay.
Keep reading. He's going to tell.
Ross testified on his own behalf and told of his story in the drug trade. He testified that his business had grown rapidly once Blandon began to supply him cocaine at a low price. Ross said that he and Blandon became friends as Blandon taught him about the drug trade. Ross testified that he tried to get out of the drug business after his run-in with the corrupt officers in Los Angeles, but Blandon kept trying to pull him back in.
Quite frankly, I ain't no street dude. If Freeway Rick did testify, good for him, all right? If he got another street dude off the streets, good, all right? You know, that's just another dusty ninja off the streets, all right?
Hey, so
there you go again.
If you drop a dime on some crooked police, is that snitching?
Hell no.
Yeah, I thought so.
They fucking cops. They not in the game.
Yeah.
They're not in the game, and you don't consider them to be in the game. Although they participating in it, you know what I'm saying? They play a part, yeah. But hell no. Nah, that ain't snitching. That's you that's you getting an advantage. You know what I mean?
Damn, D-Love said Flacco need to be off the streets.
Man, he is. He ran his ass to Texas. He's like, I'm free to say what I want to say about all these LA niggas now. I say what I want. Nobody's gonna do nothing to me. I'm safe. Bro, no, you're not. That's Texas, man.
That part.
There's connections out there, bro.
Hey, Texas and Arizona are like a few of them states that a lot of people be doing them straw purchases on, like a lot of pistols and everything. So it's like you can get one very easy out there, no problem. So,
yeah.
He playing the wrong game. D-Love, she agree also. She said, nope, it's not snitching in my opinion. Yeah.
Nah.
Like the cops, they on their side. So if you you get them out the way and shit, then it is what it is.
Yeah, he up in there. He trying to play the neutral game. Yeah. Well, how do you think the other side is gonna feel for him? Not the criminal side, but the law side of it. How you think they gonna feel? You know what I'm saying? What you think they gonna do to you? So if you the same thing that these criminals gonna do to your ass, they gonna do to your ass legally. The other side, the law. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So when you in those neutral grounds and shit, you fucking with a very dangerous game right there. Because you setting yourself up to where you can't get out of a hole. And they just gonna keep putting dirt over you. You know what I'm saying? So
very correct. D-Love also said he think he's safe. And D-Love said, right, OG Corn Dog. Yeah, she agree. Hell yeah.
We love him for that. All right. Snitch. However, you can't tell and then come back and play, which I'll be real, I haven't really seen Freeway Rick play the tough guy role. Right now, like he is completely readapted to what I'll believe is a civilian life. He's doing his podcasting stuff. He's doing the boxing stuff. He don't really speak as if he's still in that lifestyle. But nonetheless, though, your past is your past. Now, this is where he went wrong at. So during his Vlad TV interview, right, he tells Vlad that people around him is telling him that if Wack mentions his name again, they gonna go to jail because they not gonna go for no disrespect of Freeway Rick. And I'm like, bro, you are a podcaster. You are a man who's doing great things, who's boxing. Why do you even want to give off that perception? Why do you even want the world to know that there are savages and goons who are willing to ride for you? Like, why is that something you want out there? And if that's the case, why would you then alert the public that if anything happens to Wack, that y'all did it?
I had Freeway Ricky on my show recently. There was a clip that came out that talked about you. Did you see it?
If you've been in a car accident recently, there are 3 mistakes people make that.
D-Love said Flacco got his Mr. Rogers sweater. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, head ass nigga. What the fuck? That's funny.
Big miss.
What do you mean?
Everybody in Hoover Hood went crazy.
How so?
Man, one dude called me and he said, Rick, I just got out of prison. Don't make me go back.
Damn.
And I was like, huh? He was like, if that dude do anything to you or say anything else to you, boom.
I know Freeway Rick is from Hoover territory because
when niggas start speaking in sound effects and shit like that, you know there's gonna be some problems.
Hey, but what did I just say? I said there's still that circle there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. It's like
they old school.
You don't have to worry about being the toughest nigga out there if you got damn near 10, 15 other motherfuckers willing to ride for you. Like you said.
But look, but he not condoning that man to go do that. That man already done made his mind up by saying that to him.
Yeah.
He already tell him like, yo, I'm about to go do this. This is on me. You know what I'm saying? And that's that circle. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's called the circle of respect. And Wack know what's happening on that part. Yeah, shut your ass up, nigga. Stop bumping your gums so much.
That's
Act
what I'm
like
saying.
a grown man.
You might not like the person, cool, but that person got people that like and care and love that person,
right?
And willing to do whatever it is. So,
right,
you don't have to necessarily be the one that's on the front line. You got some people that will really step up for you if you're a solid individual. So,
right,
man, D Love said, I know somebody who knows Freeway, says he's solid. Yeah. I met him like one time, like a while back. He was chilling.
Okay.
Yeah, him and his nephew. I was supposed to be doing some stuff for like his documentary and everything, and never like really transpired. But yeah, he cool people and shit, man, for sure.
Because when he did his interview with T-Rail, like T-Rail told him, "Yo, you lived across the street from Boom Boom Boom. You know my Boom Boom." So like he is a familiar face. He is somebody who's a legendary name from that particular territory. Now, is Freeway Rick Hoover? I don't know if he ever got put on. I don't know if he is an official gang member or not. And it's news to me that when he says everybody in Hoover territory is tapping it. Now, as far as I know, the Hoovers are divided. Now, right, I think he's from 5 Deuce, right? I think Rick is from 5 Deuce, if I'm not mistaken. Right.
Shut up, nigga.
Like 5 Deuce is a little different than other territories, right? So the fact that, first off, like I don't know for Hoovers to like, get along. They always beefing online. But for all the Hoovers to be tapping in saying, man, hey, bro, if Wack, say your name again, we crashing. I don't know if I'm buying that specifically. I don't know, bro. Right? I don't know. And this is bizarre. And I do believe that what's happening now, because this is bizarre behavior. Freeway Rick is not somebody who has came online and try to portray a gangster persona, because his past is what it is, right? He was a drug kingpin. Right now, was he a violent kingpin? I don't know, but he was a kingpin. So he never really had to validate his street credibility because it was already there. Like, for God's sakes, Rick Ross took his entire identity. But when you come home and there are snitch allegations on you, you now got to flex that street muscle and that street credibility, which is what I think he's doing. Right? Like, this is the first time he kind of has to prove that he's good where he's from, or he's good in the streets. And this right here was an example. But when Wack responded back, it didn't really feel like the threat really got through. Wack states he don't really, think of Freeway Rick as a gangster who can hurt anybody. He thinks of him as somebody who's harmless.
Okay, well, whoever you are that just got out of prison, you should be back, or you should be over there shot back, because I definitely released the paperwork. And I don't know no Hoover, me personally, that's going to stand behind the paperwork. That's going to say, all right, well, we read the paperwork, but so what? So I don't know if he talking because he ain't from Hoover. You ain't no gangster. You ain't never been from no set. You grew up where you grew up. But telling is telling. I sent to work. You know I sent to work. I sent to work. So whoever that is from Hoover, if he's telling the truth, brother, actually what I'll do, I'll put the work back up. That shit don't mean nothing. Like, I don't even think nobody told Rick nothing like that. Or if they did, they was trying to get a favor out of him. You know how people would do. They'll call and do that. But let's just be real. We had a conversation. I just simply said, look, bro, because you got to remember, I got blindsided. I used to defend Freeway Rick. You get what I'm saying? So when I get blindsided with it, I'm like, man, that's bullshit. You talking about the cop, whatever. They like, nah, bro, we ain't talking about the cop. This dude in Ohio, this other dude in New York, this, that. And they sent it in. Actually, shit, I want to say, I forgot who was driving that, but I went back and found the paperwork and I read it. Freeway Rick could tell you I used to defend him. I never knew about these other individuals that he told on. I didn't know. So, once it comes up, if you ask me now, I tell you, yeah, he told. Do I got a problem with Rick? No. You just told. For me to have a problem with Rick means I got a problem with, I do business with a couple people that did told. But my business it's not affected because I'm not doing nothing you could tell on.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
I'm not gonna lie. It seemed like he's trying to politically walk this one back. Like not trying to, say something. Hey, I give up type shit, but
trying to clean it
that
up
some
and
other
shit.
people are serious, bro.
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, he trying to clean it up. Like, I'm not snitching on him.
What I meant to say was,
yeah.
yeah,
He trying to clean that shit up.
That part. D-Love said that's what I heard. He's super chill. Meatball hands ain't on no weight loss journey. He's on a journey to the blood. Damn.
Oh,
Said, I don't think in people's physical attributes, but I don't like him, so I go all around. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah. And she said, Wack talk too much. Wack, you talk a lot. And like I wonder, like low key, like people got up on Wack. It's not like he's invincible.
Right.
And Barbara J said it's an echo going on, bro.
Go ahead.
That one situation where they were saying that somebody pulled up and burners was pulled out when he got slapped at the concert. The time J-Rock, Nipsey Hussle bodyguard knocked him out. Like people done ran up on him. I think he really tried to run a play with them two white guys that look like they was crackheads or whatever when they was fighting in the parking lot. Like that, like some stage shit or whatever. But I know Wack.
I know that happened.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Wack be doing a lot of politicking behind the scenes and probably be paying people off. Like, hey, bro, just I'm just like you said, I'm just doing it for content type shit. You feel me? So.
Right.
I don't know, man. Wack, he gets himself in a lot of people's business, and I don't think that he should be in it.
Yeah, and to me, like, I remember the beginning of like his era, and then most of it was pretty much the Suge Knight effect.
Yeah,
it was a bunch of extortion going on too. Shit being all in his phone. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got that. Got it on my phone. What the hell? He got all this shit that he can extort motherfuckers with, dude. What the fuck? That baffles me, bro. That kills me right there. Like, he said that many times on the internet. Got it on my phone.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like, I guess that is like that can kind of be borderline snitching, but I guess that is a street element of blackmailing somebody to get what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, he had some, like, I'm talking about, this is like, people forgot about that part, but I remember that. He was always saying, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, they don't want to fuck with me. That was like his backup. Like he always got something on somebody.
You talk about that around that time when he was talking about that whole Nipsey Hussle stuff, and he got the footage.
This was like, I mean, I guess before that, because he was always saying, I remember that. See, nobody remembers that shit. I remember that. But him always claiming that, it's like, okay, I see what you're doing. You're doing some bullying. At the same time, you learn some shit from Suge Knight, so you're doing it this way. But now it's called exposing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Some corny ass shit, bro.
That shit crazy.
Hey, she said, D-Love said, we know a fast talker when we see one. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, as many people that he got into it with, like, how come? Well, some people got up with him. It didn't always just end in words on the internet. Sometimes it led to physical altercations. And this nigga like try to sweep that shit under the rug like it never happened and stuff. But we all know the truth. So, this shit is crazy. And we almost done with this video.
I don't know.
All right.
We all got people that's gonna do whatever we need them to do, but whoever the Hoover guy is, I'll put.
Hey, You see, he know that Hoover nigga is serious. Like, hey, you keep
But see, yeah, that cold part right there. Like I said, that circle is within Brick. That's his circle. This man just got out. You don't know how long he been in there. He could have been in there since Brick was popping. You know what I'm saying? And he just got out. And he hearing this and he cares about this man. You know what I'm saying? Because that man took care of him. You know what I'm saying? And he hear this, he like, and he already in that set of mind that, hell, I'm ready to go back. It's a lot of them like that. When they get out, they don't like society. They want to go right back. He could be one of them.
Better tread
you understand what I'm saying? That's real shit, bro. I'm just speaking facts on that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, D-Love said the backpedaling here. We see it.
Paperwork back up. If that's what you want me to do, shit, get to it. I mean, I've been doing this 37 years, this street shit side of it. Get in line. You know what I mean? I've been Dutch. Why I done been in the penitentiaries, these streets. I done did it with the best of them, the worst of them.
Stay out of them.
Backdoor shit. People I thought were my homies. I done had attempts on my life. I done been in God knows how many in the middle.
Well, I try to get more attempts.
All the cameras and all the shit. That don't mean nothing.
If Freeway Rick said that to scare Wack, I don't feel like that's really how you scare Wack. I feel like scarier people have made scarier threats to Wack on the internet. But y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. All right, like how do y'all feel like this is gonna end? Do y'all feel like this is gonna deter Wack from calling Freeway Rick a rat on the internet? Let me know, okay? And if you read the paper or from what you heard, do you feel like Rick is a rat? Let me know, man. If you're watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here.
Man. So y'all check out Flacco videos, man. Now, is this enough to deter Wack from saying whatever he's saying online? I believe he's gonna he's probably gonna try to, say some slick shit, but he's not gonna be going at him full fledged like how he was before.
Nah, he ain't go popping. He ain't gonna be popping it. Cause he kind of respects a man in a way, you know what I mean? So, but I think he said that when he was like, we all know all this and that, but this is what he did. And damn, why you need to tell us that though? That's what baffles me. But okay, but that part right there, okay, the man he snitched, right? He called it snitching. But at the beginning, Flacco, at the beginning of his video, he said, okay, so he snitched on him because he snitched on him. So that cancels out the snitching. And I thought about that shit the whole time. And I'm like, does it? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, does it? That's fucking me up right there. But he's trying to say, since he's not like a street guy, Wack, he said he's not a street guy. Yeah. But shit, the man was the fucking king. That man was the king.
Yeah,
they need, and you know what? I love Snowfall. I love that fucking show. And I think it's a new season coming out, dude. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
What's that boy name? Oh, yeah, I can't forget. Anyway.
I seen Glasses Malone was doing like some shooting for that. So
oh yeah?
Yeah, he's supposed to be in it.
The other kid from Oakland. Goddamn, be kicking it with AD and shit. Forgot his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Fuck it. What I'm saying, I love Snowfall, but shit, man, let's see the real Rick Ross movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's see the real Rick Ross movie, dude. I'm talking about a good 2.5 hour, 3 hour, like Goodfellas type.
You know what? That probably won't happen. Or if it actually do happen, they're not going to talk about that Iran-Contra stuff.
Yeah.
they're going to try to make it seem like, oh well, they just
right.
stumbled upon some guns and coke and all this other stuff. But no,
It's already known in the show. Might as well make the movie.
Hey,
might as well make the
seen a
movie.
documentary. They went to Lock High. The CIA went to Lock High and they did a big old press release to where motherfuckers was getting on their head. And it was one of the detectives. I don't know. I don't think that was Gary Webb, but one of them actually spoke out and said, "Yeah, you know, I know what was going on. There was a Rick Ross is part of Iran Contra war and something Blandone. Blandone was the connect for Rick Ross and shit. So you know the crazy part about it is Rick Ross went to jail, but that guy Oliver North, he was like one of the lieutenants. He was high ranking. This nigga get
Lieutenant
like
Colonel.
Yeah. Yo, he got probation and shit. It just walked away scot-free. So it was a lot of corruption going on with that. And that's why I believe like they wouldn't try to make a movie of it because that will really expose how the government did a lot of this stuff.
But we all know it, the truth. There's been other documentaries on it, and there's a TV show. We all have our suspicion. Just give it to us. Let's see the real shit. How it really went down. And of course, they ain't gonna give you everything how it really went down, but let's get the idea. I want to see all of that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the dude Gary Webb, if I'm not mistaken, like he ended up being unalived on some suspicious shit to where they said he ended up popping himself in the cranium 3 times or something. It's like, how do you do that? Other people being handcuffed and found unalive, and they said it was a self-inflicted wound. Like a lot of mysterious shit happened.
I want to see it. And just on that note right there, I think Wack got the message. You know what I'm saying? He like, because I heard him when he said, whoever this dude is that just got out, you know, I heard it right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Bro was coughing.
I think he kind of like, yeah, I better shut the fuck up. Because this might be an old cat from the old school that was doing some shit that he don't know. Like, you know, he gonna get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. One of them. So he messing with the wrong circle. He is, if he's doing that. I'm just saying.
Dealer said, I don't think it's time for that just now. I guess you're talking about like the
video? I'm just saying the dude that, you know, he just got out. He just got out. And if he know Rick Ross, it ain't no young nigga. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so if he old school, he gonna handle it the old school way. They probably get away with it. You understand what I'm saying? And I think Wack got that message right there. I think he understood that part. Like, oh, he got out. He talking. This must be somebody that really care about him. Somebody he personally knows. He done figured it out right there. Boom. And it just ain't no young nigga. You know what I'm saying? That part. That part.
She was talking about the freeway Rick Ross situation. Let me see something. Damn, this shit, I can't even see what's on the screen. But yeah, if y'all can see this, that's what I said. Gary Webb, American journalist, and people also search for Rick Ross because he wrote the book about Rick Ross and all the stuff that was going on. And like I said, that dude Blandone, he was the Nicaraguan connect for Freeway. He ended up snitching on him. But yeah, Gary Webb, I'm pretty sure they're gonna say that gun inflicted wound. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. My favorite category of movies to watch are documentaries. So I seen all this stuff like years ago. So I know about a lot of that. But yeah, man, if y'all want to know something about that, check out Gary Webb. That dude uncovered a whole lot of stuff, and he had a unfortunate, untimely demise, and it is very suspicious because it just happened out of nowhere. So, what the fuck? This shit is tripping.
Yeah, you said 3 times yourself.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I missed. No. Let me not make fun of that. I got a dark sense of humor.
All right, yeah, we back.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that shit was crazy. And I'm trying to think. Another situation, y'all need to check out that whole the documentary called the Mina Connection. That's like with Bill Clinton, and they talking about a lot of the bodies that were that was associated with him, and a lot of people that was on the witness list that was supposed to testify, they found the same 2 shotgun blasts to the body and all this other, and they said they did it to themselves and all this crazy stuff. People tied up and arms behind their back, but then he got a wound to the head and saying, "Oh, he did it to himself." Like, it was just some real suspicious, crazy stuff. Check out the Mina Connections, or you want to check out the I think it's just type in Clinton bodies or whatever. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of this political shit, like, people just be looking at it on a surface level, just with like, oh well, you know, Trump this, Trump that. It's way deeper than that, and the shit been going on for a long time, bro. So yeah, man. Right. But yeah, Wack, you better watch him out, bro. Watch him out, bro. Don't be scared to pull up either, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga was like spooked to pull up the other day. But it is.
Don't worry about it, bro. It's all content, man. Get at us.
Yeah, man. Hey, you got anything else to say, bro, before we get up out of here?
Oh shit, man. I ain't got too much to say, but you know, the Wack situation on everything that's going on, the no jumper, that part right there, like, it seemed like I don't think Wack gonna be there that much long. I don't think he'll be there. I think they're gonna bump heads. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna bump heads. And Wack come in there like, you know, he talking to Adam like, yo, we partners. You know what I'm saying? We partners.
That's what you think.
He talking about like the show. That's what he's saying. He's not saying partners as if no jumper, we partners. I understand that, to get down the business part of it. But yeah, it's still his platform.
You better think about what happened to AD.
Right. He can end you like, oh, there's no more Adam and Wack, and better find somebody else and it's just be Adam and him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna replace you. Period. It's gonna go down like that. So yeah, time is short over there, bro. Because I watch them every now and then, and they butt heads. You know what I'm saying? And Adam says some disrespectful shit to him, and he says disrespectful shit back to him. Well, he doesn't say it back to him, but he'll just get off on him and say, "You dummy." You know, some. He called you a dummy.
I'll be great off of that nigga.
Hey, when I seen that text, I was like, yo, that's him. He likes that word.
I will beat the brakes off of that nigga. Everything I love. That nigga better keep that shit on the internet.
Hey.
I put that on all my dead relatives. I will put hands and feet on
that man. But yeah, still pull up, though. Still pull up. You know what I'm saying? Get us in the algorithm. But yeah, Wack, hey man, cut the games out, bro. Period, dude. I want to see you act like a grown man instead of doing all this childish shit you're doing out here, bro. Because you ain't doing the youth no help that way. You know what I'm saying? Looking up to you with these stupid ass ideas you have about your philosophy of life. That shit is all fucked up. Stop thinking like that. Think the other way. Think the opposite of what the fuck you thinking and do it that way. Make everybody happy.
And you know how I know that nigga's a bitch? Because this nigga called me a dummy and then blocked me. You feel me? You didn't want to see,
wow.
You didn't want to see what I was going to type back to this nigga. So yeah, this nigga, he's the type of nigga that say a lot of that shit on the internet, but then when it comes to meeting people in real life, it ain't the same shit going on.
Hey, you don't even know that's you that you call a dummy and shit. Like, what the fuck? Might have to work with him one day.
The funny part about it, my homeboy that do photography, like, and I don't want to put too much stuff out there on it. He was just up there at No Jumper. So all he gotta do is, hey, Klasic, hey, roll me up to No Jumper. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, just keep it respectful, man. That's all I gotta say for people in real life, because you never know who knows who. And we're in California, bro. Like, California is big but small at the same time. Like, niggas run in the same circles. So you know, it is what it is, man. But yeah, man. Good episode. I appreciate everybody that pulled up and everything. You know what I'm saying? Before we get up out of here, if y'all haven't done so, hit that like. Matter of fact, subscribe to the channel if y'all new. If y'all watching on the replay, do the same thing. Show some love. We almost at 200 subscribers. You feel me? So we do this every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Try to do it around the same time, you know, 8 o'clock. And yeah, man. On that, oh wait, what you say, D-Love? Shit. Don't do it, Klasic, man. Hey, that D-Love, you don't know. You don't know. Right, corn dog. Klasic, thanks, guys. He need to be easy. Yep, you never know who knows who. Klasic. Hey, that's some real shit. It's a small world, for real though. And on that note, we out.
Yo, you now rocking with Klasic music. Now, what I want you to do is hit that like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Yeah, let's get it.